Class dismissed. Professor Eothan's voice finally broke through what had been, up until that moment, the single most tedious morning Tyler had ever endured. The information made sense, and no doubt it was useful, but the Haloi clearly loved hearing himself talk. As the students began filing out of the lecture hall, Tyler glanced toward Aheria's seat, only to find it empty. His eyes scanned the room, but there was no sign of her anywhere. Must have left early, he figured, deciding to follow the crowd. Outside the hall, Bori was waiting for him, an almost frightened look on his amphibian face. Without a word, Bori pointed toward a nearby side corridor, their attention drawn by muffled voices. Tyler could barely make out the sounds, but noticed one was crying. When he turned back, Bori gave a shaky nod. "I'll have to ask him what's going on." They moved cautiously toward the corridor, keeping their voices down. As the cries grew clearer, Tyler caught a new rough voice saying, "Come on, it's not that big a deal, right?" The sobbing intensified in response, urging the speaker to round the corner. Peeking around, Tyler saw a tight group of students huddled together with the familiar Haloi in the center. "It's not that hard," another voice sneered. "You bird people love this stuff, don't you?" Tyler's stomach twisted in disgust. "What are they doing to her?" He stepped out from his hiding spot, despite Bori's quick reach to stop him. Tyler shrugged off the amphibian's concern and moved closer, feeling a strange, heavy energy hanging around the group. But he didn't care. "Hey!" Tyler called out, freezing the group mid-action. 5 students were gathered there. 3 looked like large, hunched-over goat-like humanoids with extra arms. 1 resembled the classic grey alien stereotype, and the last was a towering, vaguely humanoid cockroach. "What the hell do you think you're doing?" Tyler demanded. "Let me guess. Friend of our little bird here?" The grey alien grinned smugly, flicking his wrist. Suddenly, Tyler's feet stuck to the floor, frozen by some spell. The group burst into cruel laughter, or their alien equivalents, which only fueled Tyler's anger. "How noble! The hero comes to save the girl," the grey mocked. "We're just testing her, seeing what she can handle. Don't worry, we'll get to you soon enough. What's wrong with you?" Tyler struggled helplessly against the icy trap, glancing around for Bori, but the amphibian had vanished. He wasn't surprised. Bori was probably overwhelmed by the negative thoughts swirling around. If only I could help. Then an idea clicked. He closed his eyes and thought about the ice, how it had formed and how it must be melting quickly in this warm room. Bori had spoken before about undoing spells by forcing reality to correct itself at its root. The ice couldn't hold. Tyler took a step forward and realized the ice was now just a puddle on the floor. He was free. The grey alien gasped in shock and immediately tried the freezing spell again, only for it to fail again. Panic spread among the group. "How?" the grey stammered. "Maybe I can do more than just break their spells," Tyler thought. He extended his hand, imagining the air around the grey's ankles losing energy, freezing solid. His fingers grew numb, and the sharp ache stabbed his hand, but within seconds the grey was pinned exactly as Tyler had been, caught in a glowing prison of ice. "Well, I'll be damned," Tyler muttered. "Didn't expect that to work. Fine, I'll take care of him." One of the goat-like students stepped forward, rubbing his hooves together. Small balls of flame popped into existence around his hands, the heat radiating dangerously. "One more step and I burn you," he warned. Tyler narrowed his eyes and tried the freezing trick again, this time targeting the goat's hooves. His hand tingled painfully, but the spell worked. The fireballs vanished instantly, replaced by a solid block of ice encasing the goat's hands. Just as the cockroach stepped forward to challenge Tyler, a sharp gust of icy wind swept through the corridor, causing everyone to stop and turn. A rodent-like professor marched up, scowling fiercely. "Cease this immediately! Neath, Feeth, help Aherea up, now!" The 2 goat students reluctantly complied, their faces sheepish. "I can't express how disappointed I am. How dare you?" Tyler opened his mouth to explain, but noticed Bori standing behind the professor, looking visibly ill, clutching his head, trying not to vomit. If that was anything like earth frogs, this was serious trouble. "I was just trying to help, Professor," Tyler began, but was promptly cut off by the professor's raised hand. "Everyone here, except Aherea and Bori, will spend their lunch in detention. No arguments." The professor pointed down the corridor, and the rest shuffled off glumly. "I can't believe this is only your 2nd day here. Bori, please escort Aherea to the medical office. I'll notify them you're coming." Bori nodded, guiding Aherea away. She kept glancing back at Tyler, who offered a weak smile in return. Sighing, Tyler began to follow the group at a distance, keeping clear of the goat whose hands were still frozen solid. "Yeah," he thought, "definitely going to need some practice with this."